afternoon, students. You can just react with a thumbs up so that I'm just sure that you can hear me. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to share my screen and then we can get started. Okay, so as I am just going to run quickly through these slides, I won't be able to see any hands or any comments. It's just for a few moments. And then I can once again return to you. This is just a very quick slide presentation, and then I'll be moving over to the MyUNISA site to work through the content on there. So let's then start. This is Political and Government Communication, COM 3701. This is our introductory class, and it's really just a short getting to know us, getting to know the module session, just for you to become acquainted with the teaching team, the module team, as well as how the module will be run over the course of this semester. So what we will do is we are going to have a general welcome and introduction, which I am in any case almost doing now. I'm going to introduce you to how the module is structured. I will show you how to navigate the MyUNISA page, and I will just briefly get your attention on assignment 1. There will be a separate assignment 1 preparation class that will be live, but yes, we will just very briefly look at assignment 1 as well. Okay, so let me then move to MyUNISA. Well, I first need to probably introduce myself. Apologies, students. I am Miss Martina van der Walt-Ehlers. I am a lecturer for this module. The module coordinator, Miss Hanelie Marx, is unfortunately on leave. So she is unable to join us today. I'm just quickly pulling up this slide again. So there we have the module team. So Prof. Hanelie Marx-Grütze is your module coordinator. I'm Martina van der Walt-Ehlers. And then we are also joined on the team by Dr. Lusani Nechitomboni and Mr. Mafa Sikafungana. Colleagues, I don't have all the faces of everyone who's in the meeting now. If you are here, would you mind just quickly switching on your mic and introducing yourself to the students? Okay. Doesn't seem like the other colleagues are available today, but you will meet them when we have our live assignment preparation sessions. So don't worry about that. There you have then our email addresses. This is all updated on the MyUNISA site as well. Okay, so let's then move on to MyUNISA. And let me just pull that up for you. Here we go. Okay, so you should see everything I've Googled. You should see the MyUNISA site for COM 3717 for this particular semester now in front of you. You will see that we have written you a very long introduction there, which tells you exactly what to do, how to start your this module, and how we are structuring the module itself. You'll see that all the prescribed materials are available for you when you look here on the side menu. So when you click on official study material, you'll have your tutorial letter 101, which is always a very good point to start from. You will also, you all know the assignments tool by now. the announcements, sorry, announcements toolbar now. This is where we will be posting important announcements for you. So any updates on live classes, etc., you will be able to find here as well. Then any additional resources, you can see there, we have a glossary and a reference. We have module structure. These are all the PDFs for the various content that we have uploaded, so that you can also download it as a PDF. You'll see all the lectures are there available as PDF. Those are the video transcripts for the various lectures. Then you will see assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3. This is obviously where you will find the briefs. Assignment 1 is a multiple choice assignment, which is due on the 28th of August. Assignment 2 is your written assignment due on the 14th of September. Assignment 3 is your exam portfolio or your summative assessment due on the 5th of November. Okay, so then we can just move very briefly. Here you will see this is the structure of the module, the table of contents, so to say. So we deal with various units in this module. Unit 1 is general introduction to political communication and government communication. Then we move to theories of political communication, then to the power of legacy media, then to political communication and the media, looking at social media, then at activism in the context of political and government communication, and then we bring it all home by situating Africa and South Africa and talking about the idea of the political, or the personal is the political. Here is supposed to have been a roadmap for the module. I'm sure that is somewhere else. And then you will see we have mapped it out for you unit by unit. And we've also broken it up. So unit 1, lecture 1.1, once you have familiar yourself with the module content, with the module structure, you start with unit 1. You will scroll down. This is, here you can see what you need to be able to do at the end of learning unit 1 as a whole. And we have linked those video lecture transcripts for you. So those are the PDFs that you could find under additional resources. And then there are lecture videos for each of the subsections of the various study units. You will also see that there are some activities. So these are just small little activities for you to complete that will give you better insight into the content that you have covered. So, for example, for this particular activity, you need to look around you during the week and gather 3 examples from different sources of political communication. Start your search in whichever organization you access regularly, your daily newspapers, etc., etc., and see. So you'll collect examples that are in some way linked to party politics, pressure groups, or social movements. Once you have those examples, you will write a paragraph or 2 to explain how political communication is prevalent in your everyday life. And it then tells you what to do particularly with that. So there are, you'll see throughout various small activities. It's not necessarily, you'll see that some of these activities will sort of play into the content that you must cover in your assignment, but these are not activities that you are doing for marks. They really form part of how we've written this module. So it is absolutely to your benefit to just do them for yourself as you work through the content. I'm not going to work through every single lecture now, but you will see that this is then the general structure. There's a lecture video, and then there is an activity. Very oftentimes, the lecture video will draw on certain prescribed readings, and those prescribed readings will then also come into play when you start working on your assignment 2 and your assignment 3. Here again, a lecture video followed by an activity. So that is how we have structured this particular module, how the course is structured. it means that you will need to, the best way for you to do it is work through how many weeks you have for the semester, and then determine how many lectures you will need to cover every week or every month to make sure that you actually grasp and understand the content that we cover in the whole module. So I want to just then briefly look at assessment 1. This is an MCQ assignment. As we've already mentioned, it already opened on the 29th of July. It's due on the 28th of August. What is important here is you only have 160 minutes to complete this assignment. Okay, so this means that once you open the assessment, there's a countdown clock that starts. You can't access it again and again and again. The content, the questions in your MCQ in assignment 1 deals with the content of learning unit 1 and learning unit 2. So make sure that you have watched all the relevant videos for unit 1 and unit 2. Remember, there are several sections under each unit. So you will need to have watched all those videos, have worked through the activities and any other additional material before you can start this assessment. So you have 160 minutes to complete the assignment. You can spend up to 4 minutes on reading each question and selecting an answer. We want to reiterate that this is an individual assignment. That means you must complete it independently and on your own. The questions and the options are randomized for each assignment attempt. So this means you won't be able to collaborate with other people because your friend will open the assignment and it will have completely different questions with answers that are not necessarily numbered the same. So you won't be able to work together. And we are just reiterating this because we know in the past when we also gave a bit like an unlimited time and unlimited attempts, we had some issues with students working together. So this MCQ is set up in such a way that this will not be possible. Okay, I just want to quickly look through. Can't see anything else that I had to discuss now with you. You have your dates, you have the structure of the module, you see now how the MyUNISA page is set up for this module. You have an idea of the scope of the content for the whole module. You know that you must work through the lecture videos week by week. As I've mentioned, make a little time frame for yourself to determine realistically how many you can work through, to make sure that you have enough time to cover everything before we get to the exam. This is not like some of the older modules where you just have a lot of reading to do. You have to watch the videos, and ideally also work through those transcripts of the video lectures. That will also definitely assist you when you are, for example, answering your MCQs, is having those transcripts by your side. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing the MyUNISA site, and then I am going to open the floor up to anyone that might have any questions at this moment. You can either type it to me or you can raise your hand and I can call on you. I can't foresee any major issues at this particular moment. As I've mentioned, there will be live assignment preparation classes, not, so you must just always keep your eyes open on the announcements for when we share that information. But if anyone else now already feels that they might have a question to ask, please feel free. I'm happy to speak to you. You can use, as I said, you can use the chat box. Alternatively, raise your hand. Alternatively, please write the module team an email. We will get back to you with any questions you might have regarding the content. regarding module administration. Everything that you need is available to you to complete this module successfully. It is a very interesting module. It is a very relevant module. It is really sort of a module that speaks to what is important in communication and in media in our particular landscape. I think this is a really good time to teach this module, and you will be able to see around you so many examples as we are also now leading up to the local government elections. So this is a dream of a module actually to take at this moment and to teach at this moment, because there are going to be so many examples of political, government, etc. communication around us in these upcoming months. I'm not seeing any questions at this moment. I'm not seeing any hands at this moment. I have recorded this session. I will upload it for you on my UNISA once the recording is available after this session. And then, as I've said, please keep an eye out on your announcements for when we will have our next live sessions. And then meanwhile, enjoy the module. Please interact with us when you feel the need to. You can interact with your fellow students. There won't be, as far as I know, there won't be a WhatsApp group for this module. We have been, just due to issues surrounding the POPI Act, etc., it is safer for everyone not necessarily to have a WhatsApp group. Of course, we cannot discourage the students on their own to have their own separate WhatsApp group. We are just not involved in any WhatsApp groups. But you can chat to us via email at any time. We are there for you to assist you throughout the course of this semester. I want to thank you for joining me today. I see there are students still joining at this late stage. If you've only joined now, we are actually finishing off. We will be posting the recording of this session on my UNISA. So don't worry too much. It was a very introductory class. And then we will, as a team, speak to you / see you again when we start our assignment preparation classes. Best of luck for the semester ahead. Best of luck. I know that we are all under various kinds of pressure. I really appreciate so many of you joining now. And yes, have a lovely rest of the week. Please stay warm. If you are somewhere where there's snow, please take some pictures. Maybe send it to us. It would be awesome to see that. And yes, have a very good good rest of the week, rest of the afternoon. Stay warm, and we'll speak soon again. Thank you very much, students.